Hi, this is Nat, and we're off our couch in St. Augustine, Florida, the oldest city in America, exploring Old Town. Located in the historic district of St. Augustine, Old Town is home to the St. Augustine History Museum, the Old Jail, the oldest store museum, Gator Bob's Trading Post, the Spice and Tea Exchange, and Old Town Trolley Tours. And that is our agenda for today, minus the Old Town Trolley Tours, because that's a whole other video in itself, which we will be doing again. We've taken the narrated tour and trolley ride around St. Augustine before, stopping at attractions along the way, and we'll be doing that once again, stopping at new attractions in a future video. So be sure to subscribe if you're yet to do so. Keep getting out the couch with us, please, because we have the upcoming adventure of riding the trolley as well as other adventures here in St. Augustine. So keep joining us, please. So for today, we're not leaving anywhere. We're staying here in Old Town, and we want to thank Florida's Historic Coast for their assistance with this video. Old Town does have its own parking lot, and parking is free. And we have parked and will stay here in Old Town for the day, exploring the Old Jail, both museums, shopping at the Spice and Tea Exchange, and we'll also do some shopping and eating at Gator Bob's Trading Post. So let's get started. And walking around the outside of Old Town is a great place to get started, in our opinion, because there is so much history to take in and so many historical facts available on the grounds without even having to pay for the price of museum admission. Since St. Augustine was founded in 1565 and is the oldest continuously inhabited European established settlement, it is often referred to as the oldest city in America. Walk the history walk to discover some of the history of this extraordinary city, and to get a full immersive timeline of St. Augustine's history, we'll visit the St. Augustine History Museum. But before we head inside, let's talk discounts, because as you can see, as we approach the ticket window here in Old Town, there are package deals, discount packages that can save you money if you're going to be riding the Old Town Trolley Tour and visiting attractions around the city. And we'll leave the website to Old Town Trolley Tours in the description box to check out the different packages and savings available. Also, if you purchase a ticket for the Old Town Trolley Tour, admission to the St. Augustine History Museum is free. On that note, let's head into the museum and take a walk through time. Starting with Florida's first people, the Timucua. The cat, or what I believe to be a cat, the cat roars, and the roar doesn't really sound that friendly. Besides the attention-grabbing roar from above our heads, we're taken back in time to the time of the Timucua, who lived in the village of Saloy, to the Spanish period, and the history just continues. The St. Augustine History Museum illustrates over 400 years of Florida history and provides a glimpse of what to expect at the oldest store museum and the Old Jail. A fun part of this museum is the route of the train from Jacksonville to Key West on Henry Flagler's Florida East Coast Railway. This trip from Jacksonville to Key West just looks so expedient. I'm intrigued because we live in Jacksonville. Actually, that's our house right there on the water. And this train makes that drive from North Florida all the way to Florida's southernmost point fast and fun. We'll be back in this building for lunch when we visit Gator Bob's Trading Post. For now, though, we have time to serve at the Old Jail. So this is an actual jail. It looks nice because when Henry Flagler, founder of Florida East Coast Railway and Standard Oil that we were just talking about at the St. Augustine History Museum, when he was developing St. Augustine as a resort city and building hotels, he needed the jail moved so he could build Ponce de Leon Hotel, which is now Flagler College, and also didn't want the jail to look like a jail. Our tour guide Patrick is taking us on the tour of the Old Jail and is doing an amazing job of describing the day-to-day life for prisoners who served here from 1891 to 1953 in an entertaining way, which I find amazing. London and I toured Alcatraz in San Francisco, California, quite some years back now, and the entertainment and humor factor was at a zero. Interesting, yes, Funny? No. The experience is what you would expect if you were touring a jail. Even the boat ride to Alcatraz was stressful. Despite the laughter during our tour here of the old St. Johns County Jail, Patrick is still able to make the point that no one sentenced to this jail ever left the jail alive, although the sentences were for a 3 to 5 year time period. The jail was designed to hold up to 72 prisoners and also has a 2-story residential wing for the sheriff and his family. And speaking of Alcatraz, the same company, Pauley Jail Building Company of St. Louis, that built Alcatraz, built this jail also before they built Alcatraz. It's an enjoyable and somber visit that all of us found incredibly interesting and entertaining, except for my daughter, who found it terrifying, especially once we visited the cells upstairs. She was ready to go immediately. Good thing we have another museum to visit to lighten the mood, the Otis Store Museum. The Otis Store Museum is a really old store that's designed as a museum. This museum is a recreation of a general store owned by C.F. Hamblin in 1908. C.F. Hamblin provided Henry Flagler with many materials while Flagler built his resort hotels in St. Augustine. And this store houses a massive collection of 19th and early 20th century store items that had been sold in C.F. Hamblin's general store in St. Augustine, which at one time was the largest store in St. Augustine and the 3rd largest in the state. Upon entering the store, we receive an old-fashioned hard candy stick to enjoy while we listen to the greatest sales pitches ever. Need a coffee bean grinder for those busy mornings? Of course. A 1-hole corn sheller? Why not? A typewriter and adding machine? Well, how else are we going to get all of this work done in 1908? This is such a fun tour, and there is so much to see here. Objects are coming down from the ceiling too. I tell you, the storytelling that is done at these attractions in St. Augustine is top notch. My face actually hurts from smiling and laughing so much. And after the sales presentations, we can ask the tour guide questions and explore more of the collection within the museum, which is really interactive. The kids are having fun with a washing machine, a piano, and a shared phone line. Never would have guessed it. It is lunchtime and souvenir shopping time, and we can do both at Gator Bob's Trading Post. Plus, see an alligator. It's not a live alligator, but hey, we pretty much seen everything else, so we might as well see that as well. And this is not the gator, I don't believe. I don't think this is it. Here's the gator, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look around. This is a nice sized gift shop with lots of souvenirs. I think this color changing cup is really cool. Plus, there's many different souvenirs to choose from to remember your trip to St. Augustine, and some just for the old jail and the ghost tours. And look at that. The prison uniforms worn by the tour guides at the old jail are actual prison uniforms. Oh wow, doesn't really get much more realistic than that. I could browse and shop all day. Let's go ahead and grab some food though.
Welcome to Gator Bob Treats.
There we go. There we go.
And what a welcome. We are in the right place, and the desserts look really good. We're tempted to just skip the meal and go straight to the dessert, but we've been to the old jail, so we're on really good behavior right now. So we can choose hot dogs, corn dogs, bratwurst, burgers, pizza, and lots more. And there's plenty of seating outside too, where you can enjoy whatever you decide to pick up from Gator Bob's. For us, it's a BLT, a bratwurst, a hot dog, and a chili cheese hot dog, along with chips, drinks, and sugar cookies, and even more dessert. Mango ice cream in a cup and red velvet ice cream in a waffle cone. Both are really yummy. We enjoyed our entire lunch actually. When you visit Gator Bob's too, don't forget to check out the items on the outside. There are some really cool items available for purchase outside as well. I did pick up some souvenirs, but I'm not done shopping just yet. We're stopping into the Spice and Tea Exchange, where we can experience, browse, and shop for spices, teas, salts, and more within this historical building that was actually moved here to Old Town. Same case with the building where the oldest store museum is located. It's really cool how St. Augustine puts in so much effort to keep their history and these historical buildings in use. That's what the friendly staff and I are discussing as she has me smell some of her favorite teas within the Spice and Tea Exchange. The Spice and Tea Exchange actually started in St. Augustine in 2008 and is now a nationwide franchise. This is a sensory shopping experience. Open up any of the salts, rubs, or teas to experience the one-of-a-kind aroma of that product, and you don't even have to get close. As soon as the jar opens, you are within that experience. The selection here at the Spice and Tea Exchange is designed to allow at-home meals to mimic a restaurant-level experience. And if you're like me and you need help pulling that off, there are recipes and recipe packages that come with the spices, rubs, salts, whatever extras are needed to create that exquisite meal. I am a huge tea drinker. I enjoy it morning, noon, and night. So I went with a suggestion from the staff, warm bread pudding black tea. Sounds wonderful. I can't wait to try it. And some of the locations actually have a tea bar so you can enjoy your tea in shop. So we have completed the agenda for today now, hitting all of the spots here within Old Town. Tell us, do you have a favorite? Where are you most looking forward to visiting? And if you're planning a trip and found this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up button. Meet us back at Old Town here in St. Augustine, Florida, next video for just a little bit. And then let's take that trolley ride we were talking about earlier. Subscribe if you're yet to do so, and join us as we ride around the historic district of St. Augustine on the Old Town Trolley Tours. We'll stop by some new places for both brunch and dessert, and we'll hit places we've always wanted to visit. This is our second time on Old Town Trolley Tours exploring St. Augustine, and it's a totally different trip this time. So join us, please. Keep getting off the couch with us. Thanks so much for joining us this week. Thanks for getting off the couch with us, heading to jail with us. I know that was hard. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for checking out the museums and all of Old Town with us. We can't do these adventures without all of you, so thanks so much. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.